Do you want to talk Secret Invasion?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Um, I've seen some divisive stuff out there. Like I think
Yeah,
IGN gave
yeah,
it a 6 or something, right? As a
sure.
whole, um, I enjoyed it.
Hmm.
I did. We're monetized now. We can't. I gotta watch my language. Uh,
Yes, sir. Family
so
friendly.
I think um, I think the ending fell flat. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good
We
word
know.
for it. Okay. Um, I like I said, I enjoyed it overall. Right? What's it setting up? I don't know. The return of Nick Fury, apparently, but is it? What's happening to Kira?
Hmm.
Not to Gaia, not Kira. I'm
Gaia.
Solo. Yeah,
Star
see,
Wars.
Solo. Yeah, yeah, man. It's like
Yeah.
I always think about it because I never watched Game of Thrones. Like it's not my cup of tea, but I know that she's in Game of Thrones and she was Kira and Star Wars. So what's going on with Gaia? And it's like is she as strong as Captain Marvel? Or what the heck? You know. And then I don't know. It just that ending felt really really flat. Like they run out of ideas, and it's like, yo, let's just end it here, and then we'll pick up at the Marvels if it comes out this year, right? Because based on rumors.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
uh, that's I guess that's like my overarching review of it, right? It had really good moments. Like I said, they did Maria Hill dirty, in my
Hmm.
opinion. That
Yep.
first episode was really boring up until like the end. It got progressively better.
Yeah.
I think that last episode was good, but it was kind of flat. Like it's like, but I mean, what are you trying to set up? Right? It was strange. Um, the lowest viewership of I guess any Marvel show on Disney Plus, and it truly is concerning. It goes back to what Bob was saying a few weeks ago about saturation and them putting all this stuff out there in Disney Plus, and then just kind of not having the same mystique that the games the properties had when they were in the movie theaters. So what's gonna happen? Again, we already did predictions for Disney last episode, so we want to go back 2 weeks and see those. That's great, but um, yeah, man, they gotta get their ducks in a row. I mean, we like I already made my predictions, like I said, but how do you fix this? I guess is the right question, right? Especially with Marvel, we've already talked about Star Wars ad nauseum, and we could probably touch Star Wars here and there, but Marvel boy, tell us how do they fix it?
Slow the brakes. Stop. Just stop.
It's
Everyone
time to
keeps
stop.
just stop. Just stop. Seriously, you gotta stop. Because clearly the demand has slowed down. It's economics, supply and demand. When demand's high, you bring in a large supply. Demand is down, and you're trying to back up the truck with all this stuff, and it's like quantity over quality is what we're getting out of it. So I don't want to act like Secret Invasion was an absolute disaster, but it was mediocre. I mean, that's what I would call it. Like
Yeah.
people act like it's a disaster. I'm like, did you see She-Hulk?
No,
You want to talk
bro.
about worst show? How does this have worse ratings than She-Hulk?
I know.
Who are you
I
people?
know.
Like, did you watch the same thing as me? Because I'm sorry, that
She-Hulk
show
was
does not have better
that
ratings.
was offensively bad, dude.
It was bad. It
The
was
heck?
insulting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a slap to the face. That,
Yeah.
that was some Will Smith right there. I'm telling you, it was bad. But with Secret Invasion, like they they never got me super hyped about it. So when it came to the end, like you said, like it kind of fell flat. But my expectations were never expecting it to do anything like groundbreaking, anyways. Even though like this is the Secret Invasion, like we're talking about the Skrulls invading the Earth and all this, it should have been absolutely mind-boggling crazy. But what they did do with it, I actually did find to be entertaining personally. I just
Yeah.
think that like what happened with the ending kind of felt like Moon Knight, where it's like it just kind of just ended. Like it just super like just jumped. Like all of a sudden people
Uh,
have powers, and it was like, oh, okay, cool. And
yeah,
then
yeah,
there's
yeah,
fighting or
yeah.
something, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like you don't want to drag so much, but you also don't want to just speed up. And there's a lot of people who have been making the argument that this actually deserved more, and I agree. I think like She-Hulk should have been 6, should have been nothing, but then this should have been like a 9 episode
Should have
thing.
been shelved.
It was shelved, yeah. Um, so, but yeah, like what they did here. I mean, like if your biggest reveal is in spoilers, folks, is Rhodey, basically not being Rhodey since Civil War because of the garment he's wearing,
Yeah.
and
I
then
mean, that
the
would be
fact
the
that God
assumption, right? What the heck?
he's
And
wearing
the
his hospital
resolution to
outfit.
him is like, oh, yeah, we've been here for a long time. We'll take you to the car. What a
Why?
missed opportunity, bro. To like get some emotional like reactions for what's like, what the heck happened? It's like,
You
bro, you're not gonna
you have a
believe it.
movie. You have a movie coming called Armored Wars. A movie.
No
This is
setup.
clearly a set. This will be a setup. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I thought the Gaia thing, like that felt very Moon Knight again, like it was just kind of this rushed thing. Eh, it's cool that her like the scene looked pretty actually looked pretty good for television. Um,
It
but
was
at the same extent, it
yeah,
kind of took me out of it a little
it
bit.
wasn't I mean it was kind of
Yeah,
silly. It was kind of
it
silly.
was.
Like
You know, it
it
was. It's
didn't
like
so okay. And again,
go
right?
for it.
Equality for everyone's on the same page.
It's
We're
not
on the
about
same page, right?
yeah.
Like when you do the muscle effects on that model of the bad guy, I even forgot his name, dude. Granite
Gravik,
Gravik, yeah.
Gravik, yeah.
So when you do like the trying to do the Hulk thing on him, and the muscles because of the model they were using the character model, it looked fine. But then when you had Amelia Clark, who's like 5 feet tall, 90 pounds, and like it goes like this with the little
The
arm,
Drax
it
arm,
looks so stupid, dude. And I was
yeah.
laughing. I was like, yo, no. Huh.
Yeah, it could have looked
It's
better had they animated better.
yeah, 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 yeah. And I think it's just that they should have just um replaced her with a character model like they did with Gravik, and then and that would have looked, even though it was CG, it would have looked more natural, right? But some of it was super iffy, dude. I was like, what the heck is this?
And that's not just because it's her, in all fairness. Like,
No,
had you
no,
done the
no.
same thing with like Robert Downey Jr., like imagine seeing that
Yeah,
and then seeing him with like this like Drax arm. Like what like what is going on here? This looks silly. I don't know, just like that mix between reality and CGI just didn't blend. But like
totally.
all in all, I would hope that they do use the character more because I actually do want to see her character more. It's just like you have to nerf it now or somehow because
Yeah, and
she's
I
the
mean,
most powerful character in all of MCU.
are they at the same level? Right? It's like it's crazy. Like, oh, and correct me if I'm wrong, Joel. But there was some um uh, that facing power that she was using, was that it couldn't be Vision, right? Because she was using like a Sue Storm kind of like
Well, she
invisibility.
jumped. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can say that the Rock was the dude from
The Cronin.
yeah from
Korg.
Thor, Korg, yeah.
Yep. He's a Cronin. Yep.
So that it wasn't the thing, but that facing that, oh, maybe no, she wasn't in Ghost from Ant-Man and Wasp.
No, because
Is it
I've been
Ghost? Yeah,
technology.
and she wasn't there. It was tech, right? It wasn't a power.
Right.
Yeah,
Hmm. A good question.
that
So
was an
there was some
interesting.
cool there were
Yeah,
some cool powers
there
that they
were.
ran
Yeah, yeah,
like the Coal Obsidian, like that you get like I was like, oh, the Black Order, like you even took blood
yeah,
from and all like that's kind of cool.
yeah.
But yeah.
It
Yeah,
just looked like
it
all together, all the mashed up. What was pretty silly, right? And
yeah.
um, it again for TV, it wasn't bad. It was like
No, right, for
it
television
looked
it's
fine.
okay.
Yeah.